Hi everyone, it's iCraft. Today I'm going to show you how to make an adorable bunny charm, and it's holding a carrot. So I absolutely love how these came out. This is my own original design, but it is based off of Tutorials by Ace animal figurine. However, I added ears, a tail, and cheeks to adapt it, and also the carrot. I love these colors, and I just think it's super cute. So if you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up, and this is my last video of 2014, so I hope you all have a happy new year, and let's just jump right into the tutorial. Today you'll be needing any type of loom as long as it's in the staggered configuration. You'll also need white bands, and sorry, the brightness is kind of hard to see them. I don't know how many bands you'll need exactly, but you'll need a lot more white than any other color. And that's just the body. I think it looks best in white. I tried black and white and that just looked really weird. You'll also need 2 bands for the eyes. I'm using black. As well as a few bands. I'm not exactly sure how many. I would say approximately 15 or 14. And I'm using pink lemonade. This is for my tray with Tutorials by Leah. And this is my first time using them because I misplaced the package. You also need a hook. And once you gather all the materials, we can begin our charm. So we're going to have our arrows pointing down, so towards us. You're going to start with 1 white band and just go down the middle pin bar. And from now on, unless I say otherwise, we'll be using double bands. So before we can place these 2 bands, we have to make the ears. So I'm going to do this on my hook. I'm going to try to make this as easy as possible. I know some people have trouble doing things on your hook. But you're just going to take 1 band and wrap it around your hook 3 times. And this is your main color band. And then take 2 of that same color and pull it through the cap band. Replace it on your hook. And then from this point forward, or for the next 2 stitches, I'm using triple bands, but you can use double if that's too difficult. And we'll also be adding this pink. So this is probably the hardest part. You're going to take 3 bands, and you want to make sure they're not twisted because this will look the best. And pull it through. 2 bands on your hook, and because there's a lot of bands, just be careful, and you're not going to replace the end just yet, so you're just going to leave it there. It should stay in place pretty well. And now you're going to take 1 pink band and just wrap it around your hook 2 or 3 times. I'm going to do 2 times, and you're not going to do anything with this. You're just going to leave it in the middle. And now place the other end back in your hook. So you sandwich that pink band right there, and that makes it look like the inside of the ear is pink. We're going to do that same thing again, and we want to make sure that this band isn't twisted or anything. It shouldn't be like that. So if it is, then you can untwist it and just pull on it to make it even. If it's super twisted, you might have to redo that. But now I'm going to take 3 more bands, and this part is more difficult. I'm just going to pull it through, and this is hard to show on camera. I'm just going to use my other hand to try to lift the bands on. That way everything goes through. And now, don't place it back in your hook. Just wrap another pink band around. And then place the end on your hook. And finally, just take 2 bands and pull it through everything. And don't place it back in your hook. You're going to take your loom. And you're going to grab the other end and place the ear from this middle peg diagonally down. And that is going to be the start of the head. So it'll look like this, and just turn your ear so it's pointing upwards. And then that is how it should look. So you can just straighten everything out, but we'll do that at the end. And I'm going to make another ear. So I just figured out a way to do it on your loom, so I'm going to show you how to do that. So just start on any peg. I'm going to just start here and take 2 white bands, and go downwards. Then take 3 bands and go downwards twice. So it's triple bands, and you can just place 2 bands and then 1 on top if that makes it easier, where I'm just placing all 3 bands at a time, making sure it's not twisted, and then end it by placing 2 more bands. Okay, and now we're going to add the pink bands as we go along, so just take another white band and wrap it around this pin, the bottom pin, 3 times to make your cap band. And now we're going to loop. Sorry, I went too fast, but it's just double, triple, triple, double cap band. So go inside the pin and then loop for that double band. Now take your pink and wrap it around this pin, the pin above the one we just looped onto, 2 times, and then loop the triple band. Do the same thing, so the band that we ended on is here, go a pin above, wrap a pink band around twice, and now go inside everything, so go inside the pink band and the white bands, grab those bottom 3, loop forward, and now go inside all 3 bands plus the pink, and loop that forward. And now just take everything off the loom except for this pin, and take it off, and now just place it on that pin. So that's what it looks like. So I'm sorry if I went too fast, but I'm kind of rushing because I have to teach a class at Learning Express, and I know that was random, but sorry, I'll try not to rush too much. But now we're going to continue, so we've gotten the hard part out of the way. Congratulations if you did it successfully. If not, just feel free to rewind the video. And I said that really weird, but now on the middle pin bar, go down 3 times with double bands. 1, 2, 3. And now on the left and right, go down twice, double bands. Unless I say otherwise, we're going to always be using double bands. On the left as well. And now we're going to close it off, so go diagonally from the left to the middle, and diagonally from the right to the middle. So it should look like this, with our ears at the top. And now, go down the middle once for our neck. And here we're going to branch out. So go diagonally on either side. The reason I'm going fast is also because I have a few tutorials on the same, the basic figurine, like, changes to it. What I'm trying to say is I have a lot of mini, like, figurines that use the same body shape. I can't talk today. So now we're going to go down the middle 3 times, and the left and right 4 times. So I'm just going to go down on all 3 pin bars once. Do that again. Sorry if my hand's blocking it, by the way. Twice. The 3rd time. So I did it 2 times, and now I'm doing a 3rd. And then only on the left and right pin bars, just go down 1 more time. So it should be longer than the middle. And these are going to be the little legs. And now I'm going to do the arms. So on the shoulders, you're just going to go forwards. Okay? And now I'm going to do the cat bands with you. So take pink band, wrap it around this pin 3 times. And these pink laminated bands are very stretchy. They're definitely a lot more stretchy than the other silicone bands. And then take another pink band, and I did it on the other arm, by the way, and wrap it around the bottom pin 3 times. So this is just where the leg ends. Okay, now the triangle band. So these 3 pins are going to make a triangle. So right under the shoulders, the pin below it as well, and then this pin we're going to save because we have to do the tail. Now at the top, I'm going to do the eyes. Take a black band, wrap it around this pin right here 4 times, or whatever color you want the eyes to be. I think brown or black, but usually black looks the most normal. And now push your bands down, that way you have room. Place a triangle band over that. I'm going to do a triangle band here as well, but first I need to do the nose, so sorry about that. So take your hook and wrap a pink band around it 3 or 4 times. I like to do 3 times. And now take a white band and pull it through. So it's actually not a triangle band, but it is a band that goes across. So like that. You can also do it in the same style as the eyes. Just place it right below where the eyes are. If you want the nose to be higher up, you can always place it between the eyes, but that tends to look a little weirder. And now, I'm going to do the tail. And sorry I say "and now" a lot. For the tail, to make it super fluffy, I recommend doing 6 to 8 bands, but you can do as many as you want. So take your hook. This part's kind of crammed, but you're just going to wrap a band around your hook once to make it figure 8. And I'm going to keep doing that a few more times. So 1, 2, 3. And it's okay if it's messy because that makes it fluffier. 4, 5, and 6. Like that. You can add more. I think I'm going to do 8 actually, just to show you how it looks. 7, 8. And now, I said that again, okay. Take 2 bands and very carefully just slide all the pink bands onto it. Just take your time. You can do 2 at a time. If you have a latch hook, then you should use that, but a lot of people don't, so. Once you do that, they want to slip off, so just make sure you very quickly place the end back in your hook, and now I have a really fluffy tail. I just love this color, oh my god. And place these 4 bands, or this, it's really 2 bands, but just place that on this pin, and that's going to act as our cap band too. So just push it down so it doesn't fall off, and take this band, and you're going to put it as a triangle, but it shouldn't look like that. You should go around that middle pin. So you can just place a triangle, and then grab this band and pull it above the pin. Like that. And now we've done all our prep work except for the cheeks. So first I'm going to loop the eyes over. So just grab these 4 bands and loop them over. So it should, you should just go from beneath and grab those black bands and to cinch the eyes. And you want to make sure you're only grabbing the black. You can do it 2 at a time or 1 at a time, however many you can grab. And if it's kind of like uneven, then you can just pull on some bands. And now we're going to do the cheeks, so you can place it underneath or above the triangle bands. I'm just going to put it above. So take your hook and wrap a band around it 3 times, 3 or 4 times. Then take 2 bands and pull them through the cap band. Like that. And don't place it back on your hook. Sorry for the fuzz. You're just going to place it right here. It should cover the nose band and the eye band. Like that. Do the same thing, so I'll show you how to do it on your loom. You can take 2 bands, just go down this peg. It should not connect to the foot. And wrap a band around the end 3 times. I think it looks better on the hook, but now go inside and grab those bands, loop forward, and then just take it off the loom. Sorry, I went kind of fast, but and then just place it here. So those are the cheeks. We have the eyes, ears, nose, cheeks, and tail. So now we're ready to start the hooking process. Start with the arms, and just make sure your loom looks like this. Feel free to pause the video if it doesn't. And now just go inside these pink bands, circle around, and grab the bottom 2 bands. And I like to hold down my cat band. Now just loop downwards. And for this half of the video I won't be rushing because I did the class already. Go inside the cat band, circle around, and loop downwards. And now I'm going to do the legs. So this is the same thing, but it's a lot easier because you don't have to circle around. You can just loop directly forwards. And on the middle, usually you would just grab the bands, but this time we have a tail there. So we're going to have to use that as our cat band. So just grab the tail and pull it back, or it's actually easier just to push it back with your hook. Grab the bottom 2 white bands and loop those forwards. And now we're going to just loop up until the shoulders on all 3 pin bars. Just like a triple single with double bands. So a triple double, I think it's called. Yeah, and for this I'm going to go just at my normal speed, which is kind of fast, but feel free to pause the video. I just don't want to go so super slow so people get bored watching. And now you're going to kind of tilt your loom if it helps. Go inside all of these bands and grab the shoulder band. Loop that inwards. And loop inwards on the other side. Now dig through all those bands. Grab the very bottom 2 bands. And be very careful because there's super high tension. And then you're going to grab the top 2 bands, keep doing that, loop wherever they come from on the neck. And when you loop forward, you're going to just pull the nose up if you want. You can do that later, but now I'm just going to loop forward. Be careful in this pin, you don't want to loop this band right here. You only want to loop the very bottom band, so the cheek band will not get looped. The middle is probably the easiest. When you get to the ears, just pretend the ears aren't even there and loop inwards. So, if your loom looks like this, I'm sorry again for going fast. Then we can take it off the loom, but first you're going to loop this band right here. So it's the single band all the way at the bottom. And just as I was about to warn you that your band might break, my band broke. So I do think you should be extra careful there. I'm just going to use double bands now. Just drop it on the pin and pull through. And now make a slip knot, or you can add a C-clip. And now take everything off of the loom, except this. Actually, you can take everything off the loom because we secured it with a slip knot. Be extra careful where the slip knot is because that can still fall off. When we take it off the loom, we can see that it's kind of weird looking. So you want to pick which side you want the main side to be. And as you can see, the nose is on this side. But if you look, in my opinion, it looks weirder on this side because the pink bands are in front, but on this side it's kind of like there's a band covering it. So I'm going to use this as my signature side just because it looks more normal in my opinion. And I'm just going to dig through, find the ears. Sorry if you hear that in the background. It's like my dad's phone. And pull that, and then pop the eyes through. Grab the cheeks, and just pull those out. You can stretch the ears, and then take the tail, and it's really fluffy. Just pull that to the back. And then just pull in the arms and the legs. And then that is your bunny. Now I'm going to show you how to make a carrot. So I'm going to do this on the hook. You can also do it on your loom, but I just think it's easier to do it on your hook. So take one band and wrap it around your hook 3 times. Then take another band, wrap it around once. And then grab these bands, so it's double loop band, and slide it through the cap band. Be very careful because it's high tension. And now it should look like that. Take 2 bands, pull it through everything, and I'll try to zoom in here. And if you want to make it longer, you can take 3 bands and pull that through. It's like with the ears, you want to make sure that you pull all the bands through because one tends to slide off. And then just take a single band, pull it through everything, and make a slip knot. You have to pull it through everything, of course. And that is your carrot. To attach it to your bunny, you just want to go through the pink bands on his paw, and also the cap band of your carrot, and just pull the carrot through, and now it's holding a carrot.